if Kobbie Mainoo wins this Euros, world class.
Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now.
Believe. Raul, shut up. I tell you, Raul tears on Sunday.
Shut up.
We already had Peter Crouch. What we want Weghorst for? You saw the penalty shootout, innit?
Jump around like if you're front of the block. Well.
Hi, and welcome along to the best of enemies with my man KG in the building. Expression still away. He was actually
Still away?
Yeah, he was at the semi-finals. Final? I'm jumping
Yes.
ahead of myself. The semi-finals of the Euros. Him and Specs. Big up to him, man.
Yeah.
He will be back here next week, but wow.
Bro, what are you telling me, man?
You know what?
Wait.
Go on. I just got one thing to say to you,
Yes?
to Expressions, and to all of those people that mocked me, right? When I say mock me, the amount of stick I got for saying that England could get to the finals, I just got one thing to. I've taken over.
You taking the soundboard?
Taken over the
You
soundboard.
taking over.
Today.
I don't even like that it's that far from me. I've never experienced this, bro.
Message for all the honor. Bad mind people.
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Done. Wait, you can't. So you've taken my soundboard
Again.
Yeah.
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Nah, I don't think you could just, because you didn't know. Then let's be honest. Did Don Robbie know? Yeah, let me sort out my hat. Did Don Robbie know?
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now,
This
are
guy said sack the manager and bring in Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp that's on gardening leave. Jurgen Klopp that's minding his business. Jurgen Klopp that said he's tired. You said bring him back into the fold and make him have one of the hardest jobs in world football because of the expectation of the nation. How are you going to do that to Jurgen, bro?
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say,
You know,
you're not
I-
laughing
I
now,
gotta
are
say,
you?
I apologize.
We did a chicken
I
shop.
apologize, bro.
Move on, right? We did a chicken shop challenge.
Yeah.
Remember that?
You had the hot sauce.
The chicken shop challenge, yeah?
Yeah.
Where I said in that was when they started mocking me, treating me like I'm some sort of idiot, right? Don't just assume as soon as I say what I'm going to say that I've lost, yeah?
We can say Jamaica.
It's coming home.
Huh?
England are going to win the Euros. wait.
It's coming home.
Wait, man, wait. Listen.
It's coming
Listen.
where?
It's coming home. What round was that? That was a group stage.
It's group stage. Just start.
And whilst I did say, right, I was really annoyed that second game, and I said, you know what, Southgate had enough.
Yeah.
Go and sound out Klopp, I said.
In
And
tournament.
in the tournament, I said,
Yes.
go and sound out Klopp.
Yes.
And if he's available, sack Southgate and give the job to Klopp. Obviously, Klopp couldn't do it.
Yes.
Right? So we got Southgate. But I said, when we had that chicken shop challenge, right?
Yeah.
I said to you, and I said to Expressions when I was defending myself, I
Yeah.
said that, and it was only
there
in
was
the
bare
group,
people- there
group
was a lot of
stages
people in
then,
the
you know.
chat.
Got
There was
a
a
long
lot
way
of-
to go, you know.
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
cussing me, yeah?
Yeah.
I said, look at the side of the group that England are on.
Yes.
They're on the easier end of the group.
I wasn't.
We
having it.
will beat those teams and we will get to the final. And once we get to a final,
Yeah.
anything can happen. Just like what happened with Manchester United. I drew that analogy. I said how you struggled against Coventry, but when you got to the final, the big players turned up. I said that in the case of Man United, where you can have a Bruno Fernandes or a Garnacho, all these guys turn up on any given day,
Yep.
is the same with England,
Yes.
where you can have big players turn up on any given day in tournament football.
You did say
What have we had? We've had Saka turn up,
Yeah.
win the game,
Yes.
right? We had Ollie Watkins turn up,
Yeah.
win the game.
Black on it.
Bellingham, turn up. Yeah, hey, all the...
We're gonna do this. Nah.
Jump around like if you're front of the block. Well.
You saw the penalty shootout, innit?
Jump around like if you're front of the block. Well.
Trust me, I was happy for those players, man, because you know what, right? When they did that penalty shootout, I was thinking notifications were going to have to be turned off.
Bro, was going to turn
But
off.
going back to my point,
Yeah.
right? Going back to my point, as I said, tournament football.
Yeah.
And everybody laughed at me. Everybody said Robbie's turned into Ty. how I'm deluded, how I chat foolishness. This man's got no ball knowledge.
Yeah.
Well,
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
I can't believe this guy here. The gloating is ridiculous. He came in. He's listening to his own music on the drive-in. You hear it jump around if you're Plateau Black in the mix of we're playing for England. You need to score the goals. This guy is. I don't know. This is England Robbie. This is England Don Robbie. I don't know how I feel about. Bro, this is a shameless performance because, like me, when you caught me and said,
We're gonna do this.
like me, when you caught me and said, did you say Ten Hag out at one stage? And I said, yeah, there was a moment when I was moving mad. There was a moment I had a slip up. So, and then people said, well, yes, you're the guy, but you have to remember you asked for a manager to be sacked in tournament, bro.
but listen,
that's what you did. That's how you
but
flip-flopped.
but then after that, as I said, right from the start of
Yes.
the tournament, right, and it's, you know, all jokes aside now,
Yes.
England can win this thing.
Let's talk about it.
Spain are the best team
Let's
in this
talk about
tournament. They've played scintillating football. They've been absolutely brilliant. I've loved watching them. Nico Williams, Yamal, incredible, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Danny Olmo stepped up after the injury to Pedri. They've just been absolutely brilliant.
Side.
And really, you look on it and say, they probably deserve to win the tournament, right? But that ain't how it works, bro.
It doesn't work like that.
Tournament football is on the day, on any given day. And I can see a way in which England can beat them. I can.
you know
England
what?
have got some very, very good players.
Can we do it?
Gareth Southgate, by the way, right? And
Let's have this honest
maybe,
conversation.
maybe this is where I have to apologise for
Yeah.
wanting him gone mid-tournament, right? Gareth Southgate, and big up to Nedum Anua, right? Who I saw him out in Amsterdam at Soccer X.
Yeah.
We were talking about, I think the interviews on the channel.
And I think with international football, the players you're playing against are the best for their nation. And so, as well as having the best attackers, the other teams will have some of the better defenders, and some of the best defensive strategies, and they're harder to break down. And very often it's like one goal that decides something, not one or two or three or whatever. So I want to see them be as attacking as they can.
Yeah.
But the team you're playing against is always good enough to hit you on the break and score. And then from when that's the case, tournament football, it might be one and done.
And we were talking about England's chances. And I was like, the only thing is, Ned, man, Gareth's not brave enough. And he goes, you know what, in tournament football, he goes, sometimes it's not about who plays the best football.
Yeah.
It's about getting those wins.
Yeah.
And he goes, defences win these tournaments. He goes, a lot of times, you'll see these attacking teams, they don't always win it. He goes, it's always the teams that can defend well, concede the least amount of goals. Those are the teams that win the majority of the tournaments.
The best defense in the tournament.
I don't know if it's the best defence, but it's a good defence, isn't it? We don't concede a lot of goals.
One goal.
I don't think we conceded more than one goal in a game.
Yeah.
Right? The defence have been brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gay, Stones, Walker.
Konsa, when he's record on.
Konsa. Maybe going forward that they've not been great, but defending, Pickford, you know what I mean? They've been good, you know what I mean? So that strong defence is going to set them in good stead. And then, it's tournament football. It can end 0-0 or 1-1 and it goes to penalties. And we've already seen how good we are at penalties.
I can't manage.
We're gonna do this. Jump around if you're proud to be black. Well.
So, listen, England, the favourites are Spain.
Yes.
The favourites are Spain.
Yeah.
But England have got a great chance of winning that final. Do not write them off. We have been, listen, as I said right from the start, right, the side of the group we was on, favourable, man.
Yeah.
Gareth Southgate, lucky, right? We didn't have to play Germany. We didn't have to play Portugal. We didn't have to play France.
We've been fortunate.
Right? We had Switzerland. We had Slovakia.
Slovenia.
We had Slovenia. We had Serbia. We had Denmark. We had the Netherlands.
That was the best. That was the biggest.
And
that was the toughest.
my brother, happy birthday to my brother, right?
Hey,
Laurie,
big up
he's
young
there.
Nets. Man,
Oh.
man like Big Laurie, bro.
Yeah, he was there going to me, the Netherlands this and the Netherlands that. And I go, yeah, they're all right.
Yeah.
They're all right, nothing special. What, Memphis Depay? He
Yeah.
wouldn't get into England's team, would he?
Yeah, no,
Weghorst wouldn't get into England's side.
Nah.
We already had Peter Crouch. Why we want Weghorst for? Right? Listen, they're all right. They've got some good players in Simons.
They must done
You know,
us, though.
Almost done
let's
what?
wait. Let me.
And
let
I'll tell
me,
you what,
let me
Cody
get involved.
Gakpo-
No. Let me
Cody
get involved,
Gakpo
bro.
got marked out of the game.
What kind of 15-minute monologue is this, bro? I'm not to break down and say some stuff about this England thing because while you're getting excited, yeah,
We're in the final.
And I'm excited. I'm so happy we're in the final. However, there's little things that we might have to address because we can be here and wax lyrical about great performances, this, that, and the other. And what Southgate did, which was really intelligent, was the use of Watkins, taking Kane out when he did.
Yeah.
But we can say
Brave. That was actually a brave decision.
A very brave decision.
Because you know, what I mean, if you think of it, Kane is the number one guy. Even though I think everyone was saying get him off, man, because he was
You
struggling.
knew it though, but you saw it.
The only person who wanted him still on the pitch was Abby Summers.
Abby Summers.
Right? But you could see the guy, his movement, he wasn't looking sharp.
But what does he do with Kane now is the key question, because now I'm saying to you that
For the final.
in the final, I will start Kane.
He has to start.
Kane starts with me,
He has to
definitely.
start. He has to
Kane,
start.
after
He's
we get past the 65th minute, that's when I need to see Watkins.
Yeah.
I need to see a Watkins or a Tony. What Watkins did, he made these runs that we weren't even used to. He's literally, a defender going backwards, no one wants to do that. A defender, and then you free up the space for the Cole Palmers, you free up the space for the Fodens, you free up the space for Mainu to really operate.
Well, remember that game when Saka kept putting balls into the box and there was no one there?
Yeah.
Right, it's because Kane has been too much on the edge of the box. Now, listen, let me big him up still, right? Because he did score that penalty. That penalty, right, that's those are huge moments. People might look on it and think it's simple. Those are huge moments.
Huge moment.
He buries the penalty, right? He could still win the Golden Boot. He's got a joint top goal scorer. He's got 3 goals.
Who else is?
Was it Gakpo? But he can't score no more.
Score no more.
I think Danny Olmo has got 3. He could win it.
Yeah.
Right? But Kane could win the Golden Boot
Can you
still.
imagine if he wins a Golden Boot and the Euros?
Yeah, he can. He
That's
can win
everyone
it.
sit down.
Right? But I think he does have to start.
Yeah.
But to me, big up Southgate again, because he didn't bring on Ivan Toney. He's been bringing on Ivan Toney in some of the other games, but for this game, he's like, you know what? In behind, I think Watkins would be better.
Yeah.
And it worked. And he brought on Cole Palmer. He didn't take off Saka.
Yeah.
He took off Foden.
And he didn't take off Robbie until later.
Yeah, and he put Cole Palmer in that number 10.
Yeah.
I see, you know what? I was driving home after the game and not nobody, but there was a lot of fans on the radio and still weren't giving him credit. And I'm like, yo, much as I've criticised him, you must give him credit for that game. Because number one, the first half performance against the Netherlands was very good.
Do you
we
think fans
outplayed
have made
them.
up their mind though? Do you think England fans have made up their
There
mind?
are some fans who
and
just
they
made
said,
up their
you know
mind.
What, that no matter what, because now I want to
There are,
pose a question.
but before you
Go
get
ahead.
to that, right? He first half was very good. We outplayed the Netherlands, right? We
Yeah.
outplayed them, went goal behind, got back.
Yeah.
We outplayed them. Second half,
Yeah.
right? The second half now, not as good, but I still felt we were the better team overall in the game.
It was kind
completely.
of lethargic.
The
but
Netherlands,
yeah,
they were just hitting long balls.
They were
right?
worse than us.
And then the substitutions were perfect.
A1.
And you've got to big him up for that. We can't criticise him for all the wrong things he does.
And never praise him.
And then don't praise him when he does the right things.
That's fair.
He got it right? And that was a
Here's a
huge,
big
huge
question,
game,
though.
and he's in the final.
Here's a big question. If he does do it, because he wants to walk and there's still another tournament on the horizon,
World Cup 2026.
what are you telling me? If he wins it right now, are you, Mr. Don Robbie, will you do the Rio Ferdinand? How long? Let me know. Sign it. Are you doing that to Southgate? Are you saying go take us to the next tournament?
You know what? I wanted him out after that second game, as I said. I was so frustrated.
Yeah.
But if he wins
Yeah.
the Euros
Yes.
and beats Spain,
Yes.
who have been absolutely on fire,
Yes.
he has to be in charge for the World Cup.
So you're saying you're going to extend his contract?
I'd extend his contract till after that World Cup. You know the other thing, right? I'll give to Southgate, right? I know players say this, but I do actually feel this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of those players talk about how much they love him,
Yes.
how much they love playing
it's
under him,
important.
how much he's a great guy, this, that. And I don't think it's just lip service. I actually do feel those players really, really like him.
Did you see Jude Bellingham?
And really,
Did you
really
see
like...
the interaction with Jude
Yeah,
Bellingham.
yeah,
Kobe?
I
there
feel-
was this moment. Yeah,
I feel they really like playing for him. And much as I keep looking at the negatives, right, which has been some of the performances from England, and they have been on the easier side of the group, then I've got to look on the positives and say, he's got to a final.
Yeah.
Then when all the criticism was coming in about
dealt with
Saka,
it.
he stuck with it.
Yeah.
He stuck with Saka.
Yeah.
He started off all right, Trent. It didn't work, but he brought Mainu in.
Yeah.
He stuck with
We're gonna
Mainu, a
speak about
young
Mainu.
kid,
I'm gonna talk
19,
about Mainu, yeah.
stuck with Mainu.
Yeah.
Right? We're in a final, bro.
Yeah.
All these great managers,
Yeah.
right? They're all at home.
They're all at home.
All the great attacking. Oh, Austria play wonderful football. Where are they?
Yeah.
They're at home.
Turkey gone.
Turkey, fantastic.
Yeah,
They're
gone.
at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Germany.
Oh, the
gone.
Germans, man, what a brilliant.
Gone.
They're at home.
Portugal gone.
Portugal, look at their team. If you go through their 11 outstanding, they're at home.
Yeah.
Southgate is in the final, right? If he wins it, I think if he loses that final, we have to look towards the future now. Southgate, still, you leave with pride, right? Because
Yeah.
you know what? You've got us to two finals, semi-finals. You've got us to quarterfinals. You leave with your head held high because I remember how bad things were before he come, right?
Before he
So,
came,
but
we
if he
couldn't-
wins it-
before he came, we couldn't win. We couldn't win the penalty
Sam
shootout.
Allardyce and them man
Before
we
he-
had.
No, I'm saying before he came, we like right now. Do you know what's so crazy? You're saying, and England fans would never done this in the past. They never would have said, you know what, play these guys 1-1. We can beat them in the penalty shootout. We wouldn't even want.
Jump around now if you're proud to be black. Well,
You wouldn't say that, bro. But now you know you got Ivan Toney's, you got these players that are gonna step up to the moment. One player that I have to talk about, and again, there's I'll say there's a couple players that could potentially be world class. If I've always spoken about Bukayo Saka and said, you know what, until he does something phenomenal on the world stage, he's there, he's right there, but I can't call him world class yet. If he wins this Euros, world class. But guess what? I'm not going to leave. Hold on. There's one man also, and I know it's early, yeah? If Kobbie Mainoo wins this Euros, world class. Now, why will I say such a thing? He's England's best midfielder right now. Who's he playing with in that midfield? Declan Rice, Bellingham, Foden. He is the best midfielder currently right now for England. And you're seeing it. You can't take him out of the team. They tried it with Trent, didn't work. They tried it with Gallagher, didn't work. You're looking at how we allowed to play. And the fact is, the youngest, this is going to be he was the youngest England player to start in a semi-finals. Now he's going to be the youngest in the finals. This guy was not playing football, got injured pre-season, came back, played half a season, maybe a quarter of a season, got into the England provisional side. He's starting, he's playing, and no one can deny it. No one can say, you know what, the talent's not. How we look at Yamal, we have to say there's these young players, Musiala, who we like, sometimes when it's our own, we feel a bit funny about saying, yo, he could be the guy. And I've held back Saka in terms of that world-class thing, because I think he still needs to do something spectacular. If these guys go and win this, which other players have not done, there's some world class. So I will definitely say, crown that kid world class. Saka world class.
The only reason I say Mainu, maybe for winning is world class. You know what I mean?
How not?
I don't know. Listen, he's just burst on the scene, so maybe. But then if we're going to say Yamal's world class,
We're going to
which
call
he is.
Yamal world class soon.
Yamal's probably going to be world class. Nico Williams would be put in that world class category.
Immediately.
I think Saka's already in it now. He's consistently done it.
It's fair.
You don't have to always win
But
the
don't you
tournament.
have to win something? I feel
You don't
like
always
that's
have to. You don't always have to.
what stops you.
What I'd say is you don't always have to win the tournament, right? You can see a player can say, "Hey, he's world class," right?
Yeah.
So remember, Ronaldo won the Euros until or anything with Portugal until the last or the previous Euros.
I'm just talking about a significant big trophy on the big stage, on the world stage. That's why I'm holding Saka back.
I think Saka is, world class. I think he's within the top 5 wingers in the world. He's exceptional.
It's
right?
fair. It's fair.
So if he wins it, I think that cements it. But I do think there's a lot of players. Listen, Mainu has really, really impressed me. He's been absolutely phenomenal.
England's best mid. I'm not even doing that as a Man United fan. I'm saying
19?
he's England's best midfielder right now. He makes England. He is.
Easy with them things.
He is though.
My boy Declan
He is.
Rice,
No,
man.
but I'm telling. We know what Declan. Declan is wicked.
No,
but I'm
Declan's
saying
world class as
he
well.
is England's best midfielder right now.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue that he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant, and he's unfazed.
Yes.
You wouldn't believe he's 19. I just can't. You know this tournament, yeah?
Yes.
The way these youngsters,
Have come into the game.
Yamal,
Yes.
Nico Williams,
Yes.
Mainu,
Yes.
Musiala,
How
Right.
old is Gay?
Arda
though? I
Güler.
don't even know how Gay is. Actually.
Gula.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yamal's 16.
16
Mad.
years old. 16 years old.
And it's the composure, the temperament that they have. Like, they're not phased.
Florian Wirtz as well.
Wirtz, I mean,
yeah.
it's been fantastic to see. I think the kids have been the star of this tournament.
The kids have stole
have been the star of the
Wharton's
tournament.
still to play, you know. Wharton's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
to.
the kids.
I don't think he won't be a part of it. And just to quickly go, because I need to answer the Southgate question as well.
Yeah,
If
what
he
you
does
saying?
because I was trying to,
For me,
I tried
he
to leave
stays.
you in there. I tried to leave you in the mix and try to not get involved in that one. If he wins that, bro, let's start the negotiations right there, bro.
Yeah,
I need a Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. No, I need right now. As soon as they're walking up the stairs, I need to see the contract. You know them ones when they want them to sign the shirt and
Imagine
contract.
Imagine he wins it. They bring the contract for him to sign, and he goes, "Move."
No, the reason why I need to.
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now.
And then he goes, "Get out!"
No. You know why I needed to sign that contract on a serious note? Because while he's having a great time, I don't want it to end up at Man United. I don't want it to end up.
He could turn you lot around,
he can't.
man.
No.
He could turn you lot around.
Ten Hag's going to turn it around, bro. Ten Hag's going to turn it around. So I need him to be in a secure job, 4 to 5 years. And if he stays away from Man United, that's one of the main reasons. Like, sign him up. He's done well. Let's keep going with this guy. If he wins it, let's keep
that's
going.
your motive. That's why you're trying to drop.
Well,
you're
again, you got to put the
club. Listen, it's all on the final.
Yeah.
Can England win it though? We've got to the final. We're up against Spain.
What do you think?
Looked so good, man.
What do you think?
Listen, they're the favourites, but it's all right. Let me give my case for England. I don't even think I have to give a case for Spain because everybody's seen them play, seen how wonderful they are. Lamar, as I said, Olmo, all these players they got, Morata, they've all been brilliant, right?
Is he injured, by the way? Because he's went into the back of his leg. Is he going to be fine?
Got two-footed by a cameraman or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's going to be fit or not, but listen, even if he ain't, you've seen the players that are coming, they've done well, right?
Yeah.
So, but here's my case for England, right? They're very experienced now in these big moments because they played multiple semi-finals under Southgate.
They've been there before.
They were in the final of the Euros as well the last time round. That accounts for a lot. That experience, that big game experience. The Spanish team, a lot of young players in that team. Even though we've seen they've been very unfazed.
They moved the ball around fast.
But they've got a lot of very young players. Then also, England have got a lot of clutch players that if they step up, Foden was way better the other night.
Yeah.
That was the Foden we see at Manchester City. If he steps up, if Harry Kane steps up, Saka,
We need
Bellingham.
We need Declan to give us the I'm not sorry to be crass, but Durex protection, bro. We need. No, I'm not lying to you. We need Declan to be, and not an early yellow card or nothing like that. We need
But Declan can
to
be.
Yeah,
Declan
but
can be.
he needs to have. Everybody needs to perform at
Is
let's
it-
say eights and nines.
Yeah. No, listen, they've got
It's
to
gotta
turn
be
up.
every
If
whole
they
team
turn
is a
up,
nine.
if they turn up, they can win this final. I'm
Trippier,
telling you, right? They've got the experience of finals, and they've got a lot of big game players in that team that have been there and done it. Even Mainu, he won an FA Cup this season. Right? Yeah, I mean, you've got players throughout that team who've won big things.
He's not worried about it. He's not worried. He won't be worried. What I need though is Bellingham to be. I think Bellingham arriving
won the
in this
Champions
moment.
League.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And it's not always the best team that wins the ultimate thing. We've seen, right? It's tournament football, knockout
lose my
football. I
mind.
thought Man City were probably the best team in the Champions League.
Yeah.
But they got knocked out, right?
Yeah.
They got knocked out in the semi-finals by Real Madrid. Real Madrid
Who defended? They
defended
yeah,
a
they
lot.
worked hard. They worked
And
hard.
then Real Madrid won the final, right? Manchester United, they
Beat
won the
Liverpool.
FA Cup.
Beat Liverpool.
Struggled against Coventry.
Beat Liverpool.
But had an easy
Chill
run
with
apart
this-
from that, yeah?
chill- you keep and
All right,
you over-
Manchester.
yeah.
All right, Manchester United.
Yeah.
In the League Cup, the previous season, easy
Newcastle,
run,
yeah.
got to the final. The
Had to
big
deal with
players stepped
Newcastle.
up.
Yeah.
We've seen in the past Chelsea in the Champions League not be the greatest, very defensive. Get to the
Yeah.
final, big man Drogba,
Yeah.
big moment player, step
Yeah.
up. I'm telling you, England can win that final. When you look at all the
Don't forget
optics and all
Arsenal
that,
as well when they had bigger fish to fry and then they stepped
Bigger
up.
fish to
and
fry.
then you finished second.
They can step up. There's a lot of big. The thing is that England team, there's a lot
Yes.
of big players, and then the bench.
That's
is
where we
strong.
win it. That's where we win it.
The players you can bring off the
That's
bench.
where we win it.
You know what I mean? Your Watkins, your Ivan Tonys. Eze didn't even come on the other
Yeah.
night. You got them man that you can bring on, right? So there's a lot
Could you
of...
imagine if he brings on Gordon? Because he's doing mad
Yeah.
things. Watkins is waiting.
never know.
Watkins is waiting.
Yeah.
We never thought Watkins was going to
Yeah.
play like this. He says, all right, Watkins, it's
Yeah.
your moment. You
Big
never
guys
know.
can step up. And then, what if it goes to penalties? The way
can't
we've been
manage that.
taking penalties,
I can't manage that.
but the way England have been taking penalties, if
can't
that
manage
went
that.
to penalties, the penalty takers they got, Harry Kane, didn't even take one the other night. He was able to say, you know what, come off and risk, you know, what you'd say is the best penalty taker because he's still got
Kane,
Kane. Well, it's
Kane,
all right. Kane,
Tony.
Ivan Toney, no look
Saka.
Tony. Sacco take, and all of these guys, so like Kane takes penalties for his club. He's the main penalty taker.
Yeah.
Tony's the main penalty taker for Brentford.
Yeah.
Saka's the main penalty taker
Yes.
for Arsenal. Cole Palmer's the main penalty taker for Chelsea. Right? That's 4. Who else took the one?
Bellingham took one.
Bellingham
And
can
then
take penalties.
Trent
Trent
could
took
take
a
one.
brilliant penalties. He takes all the free kicks and that for. I know he's not a penalty taker normally for Liverpool, but he takes all the dead
And Pickford can
set
get to
pieces
them.
and that.
Pickford can save 1 or 2 at
And
least.
Pickford's in goal.
Pickford can
right?
save 1 or 2.
If he gets the penalties right, they could. And you know, a lot.
Is that your 6 penalty takers if it gets peak?
Yeah, I think you know. Then you got even guys like Ollie Watkins and that you could bring in who takes
I'm not letting
penalties.
Ollie take that penalty. I don't know, bro. You're getting...
Jump around like if you're proud to be black. Wild.
Don't worry, man. The notifications will still be on after the game. But you know what? Put that aside, man. Like, you know
goodness.
what? If we were to win it,
Yes.
it would be such a great moment for
I'll
the
be
country.
gassed.
You know what I mean? We've had elections this year. We've had people talking about decisive issues and things like that. One thing that unites everybody
It's the game.
is
It's a beautiful
football,
game.
right? Black, white, different religions, all of that come together and want England to win that,
Yeah.
right? And I think it would be a beautiful moment. I remember when the women won,
Yeah.
right? It was a beautiful moment. If the men win, times that by 10.
Yeah.
It will be a beautiful moment for this country. That
Yeah.
is why I would love to see it happen.
Yeah.
And I personally, I was at the World Cup, man, and we got close.
Pain.
It was painful.
Yeah.
I was at the World Cup in Russia, we got close. Painful. The Euros here in the UK. I just want to see them do it, man. I want to see them. And I like this team. I like the players, right?
The last time you enjoyed it was when you was in a teenager at 66 and you like,
Shut up.
he wants to
Anyway,
celebrate again, bro.
I'm telling you, man. Come Sunday, yeah?
If we did this,
Believe.
Africa. Well,
You know what?
Jump around like if you're proud.
No, that's the wrong one. We're gonna
You know what?
We're gonna do this.
Oh, that's
We're gonna do this.
That's the words. What are we gonna do if we lose though? Can we like what?
Southgate out, get him out.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, people. Listen, don't forget as well. We got a chicken shop coming as well.
Yeah.
We got a chicken shop dropping. Who's
Chicken
in that
shop
one?
dropping, I forgot.
No, you're
I mean,
taking
Fuad,
Abby and that.
Abby's in it, yeah.
Nah, you're rude, bro.
Please make her eat some hot sauce, man.
Yeah,
You know what I
hot
mean?
sauce at Abby.
Hot sauce. We want a hot sauce out Raoul's in it.
Yeah.
And also, let me just remind you about the big watch
AGT
along.
as well.
Oh no, please. AGT.
about it, actually.
By the way,
Talk about it.
let me refresh.
Yeah.
It's Raoul, Abby, and AGT in that chicken shop challenge, right?
Yeah.
Forget Abby, actually. No, sorry. Not Abby and Raoul. I want to see AGT eating some hot sauce, man.
Yes.
Because he was involved in me eating that hot sauce as well.
Yes.
AGT needs to eat hot sauce.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous. And didn't they do this thing with you when they made you do that, like they pranked you or something?
Yeah, and they put it in a milkshake.
In a milkshake. That's
I'm
bang
telling you,
out
man,
of
they're
order,
disgusting,
bro.
Right, so I want to see.
We
them.
need a HR department for this.
We definitely do. I am the HR department. They're all fired. Right?
Oh no.
Right, listen. Right, make sure you check out a chicken shop challenge. It's gonna be absolutely brilliant. Raoul, Abby, and AGT, and don't forget Sunday. The watch along here is gonna be huge.
Can you invite one more person? Can you invite Raul?
No, Raoul's coming.
He's coming.
Raoul's coming, man.
Can we deal with that? Because if he tells us to shut up,
No,
can
we'll
you
be telling him to shut up.
say
Trust
no
me.
more?
Raoul, shut up. I'll tell you, Raoul tears on Sunday. You know what? He has got a great record, innit, in these finals.
wins, bro.
That supports Real Madrid and Spain, man. How better,
Bro,
how
he
good-
wins, bro. I don't
He
know if we
does
should
win.
invite him, actually. Anyway, we'll think about it. Team meeting.
He is invited. His expression's back.
I hope so.
This man's on like eternal
We don't know.
holiday,
He
man.
looks
We've
like
got to
he's
get
an
him in the
eternal.
studio
He
as
needs
well,
it.
man.
Yeah. He's
It's
got to
going
get
to
to
be
work.
Ty's going to be here. Laurie's going to be massive. Abby, AGT. That watch along is absolutely huge. You do not want to miss it for the final. Let me just tell you guys again. It's England versus Spain.
My
it's
goodness.
absolutely massive. Do not miss it. And I just want England to bring it home.
It's coming.
Please.
I don't say it's coming home. Actually, we'll sing it's coming home if we win it.
I'm not going to say it's coming home. I'm going to say believe.